Chapter 7. Aquatic Life. Living beings are found all over the earth. They are found on land, underground, in the air, in water and even in snow-covered polar regions. Millions of plants and animals that have adapted themselves to survive in water are found in oceans, seas, rivers, lakes and other water bodies. जीव जंतु पूरी धरती पर पाए जाते हैं। वे ज़मीन पर, ज़मीन के नीचे, हवा में, पानी में और यहाँ तक कि बर्फ से ढके ध्रुवीय क्षेत्रों में भी पाए जाते हैं। लाखों पौधे और जानवर जिन्होंने पानी में जीवित रहने के लिए खुद को अनुकूलित किया है, वे महासागरों, समुद्रों, नदियों, झीलों और अन्य जल निकायों में पाए जाते हैं। Aquatic plants. The plants that live in water are called aquatic plants. They play an important role in the ecosystem in water. Aquatic plants release oxygen in water. They also directly or indirectly supply food to all animals living in water. Aquatic plants can be divided into three groups on the basis of where they grow in water. Submerged plants. These plants remain underwater. They lack strong water transport system in the form of stems. Their leaves have no stomata. The exchange of gases and absorption of nutrients are done through the leaves directly from water. These plants clean water by removing the carbon dioxide breathed out by aquatic animals. The leaves of underwater plants are narrow and thin so that they can bend in flowing water. Plants like Hydrilla and Vallisneria, tape grass, are underwater plants. जलीय पौधे. जो पौधे पानी में रहते हैं, उन्हें जलीय पौधे कहते हैं। ये पानी के पारिस्थितिकी तंत्र में अहम भूमिका निभाते हैं। जलीय पौधे पानी में ऑक्सीजन छोड़ते हैं। ये पानी में रहने वाले सभी जानवरों को प्रत्यक्ष या अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से भोजन भी देते हैं। जलीय पौधों को पानी में कहाँ उगते हैं, इस आधार पर 3 समूहों में विभाजित किया जा सकता है। जलमग्न पौधे। ये पौधे पानी के नीचे रहते हैं। इनमें तने के रूप में मजबूत जल परिवहन प्रणाली का अभाव होता है। इनकी पत्तियों में रंध्र नहीं होते। गैसों का आदान प्रदान और पोषक तत्वों का अवशोषण सीधे पानी से पत्तियों के जरिए होता है। ये पौधे जलीय जानवरों द्वारा छोड़ी गई कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को हटाकर पानी को साफ करते हैं। पानी के नीचे के पौधों की पत्तियां संकरी और पतली होती हैं, ताकि वे बहते पानी में झुक सकें। हाइड्रिला और वेलिसनेरिया, टेप घास, जैसे पौधे पानी के नीचे के पौधे हैं। फ्री फ्लोटिंग प्लांट्स. These plants are very light, so they keep floating on water. They are found in stagnant or still water. They can be found in ponds or in the backwaters of rivers, where the flow of rivers is very slow. These plants have spongy leaves, which help them to float. Their roots are not fixed in the waterbed, so the whole plants including the roots float on water. Free-floating plants protect small aquatic animals from the heat of the sun. Duckweed, Jassia and water hyacinth are floating plants. मुक्त रूप से तैरने वाले पौधे. ये पौधे बहुत हल्के होते हैं, इसलिए ये पानी पर तैरते रहते हैं। ये स्थिर या स्थिर पानी में पाए जाते हैं। इन्हें तालाबों या नदियों के बैकवाटर में पाया जा सकता है, जहां नदियों का प्रवाह बहुत धीमा होता है। इन पौधों में स्पंजी पत्तियां होती हैं, जो इन्हें तैरने में मदद करती हैं। इनकी जड़ें पानी के तल में स्थिर नहीं होती हैं, इसलिए जड़ों सहित पूरा पौधा पानी पर तैरता रहता है। मुक्त रूप से तैरने वाले पौधे छोटे जलीय जीवों को सूरज की गर्मी से बचाते हैं। डकवीड, जूसिया और जलकुंभी तैरने वाले पौधे हैं। फिक्स्ड प्लांट्स. These plants are found on the surface of water but they are held in place by their roots, which grow in the waterbed. Fixed plants have long, hollow and light stems, which reach the surface of water and help in keeping the leaves and flowers afloat. Their leaves are waxy and have stomata on the upper side so that water does not block the pores. Water lily and lotus are the examples of fixed plants growing in water. Plants that grow near water bodies. Plants such as grass and water banana grow along the sides of a pond. Though they are terrestrial plants, they spread over the water body. Many pond animals hide themselves under the leaves of these plants and lay their eggs on their leaves. Aquatic animals. Animals that live in water are called aquatic animals. Since these animals live in water, they have adapted well to live in water. Nature has provided them with a body structure that is suitable for swimming, floating or moving in water. Some common aquatic animals are as follows. जलीय जीव. पानी में रहने वाले जीवों को जलीय जीव कहते हैं. चूंकि ये जानवर पानी में रहते हैं, इसलिए उन्होंने पानी में रहने के लिए खुद को अच्छी तरह से ढाल लिया है. प्रकृति ने उन्हें ऐसी शारीरिक संरचना प्रदान की है जो तैरने या पानी में घूमने के लिए उपयुक्त है. कुछ सामान्य जलीय जीव इस प्रकार हैं. Fish. The most common aquatic animal is the fish. There are many special features in the body of a fish, which help it to adapt to marine life. A fish has fins, which are located on the upper, lower and lateral side of its body. All fins, including the tail fin, help in keeping the body of the fish steady while it swims. The streamlined body also helps it to steer in water. There is a waterproof outer covering on its body so that water does not seep inside and damage the organs. Fish breathes through its gills, taking in the oxygen dissolved in water. Carp, catfish, trout, goldfish, etc. are the different types of fishes found in water. Seahorse is also a fish. It uses its tail to swim. Eels look like snakes but they, too, are fish. A sea dragon is also a fish although it looks like a piece of floating weed. In a pond ecosystem, small fish feed on aquatic plants while larger fish feed on smaller fish and other aquatic animals. Some fishes are completely herbivorous, but some can feed on both animals and plants. For example, the guppy is a small fish which feeds on small water plants and water fleas. The tilapia and the snakehead are bigger in size and feed on water plants, decaying matter, dragonflies and small fishes. Aquatic animals with shells. Some aquatic animals like lobsters, shrimps, barnacles, crayfish, turtles and crabs have shells on their bodies. They breathe through gills and have special limbs, which help them to swim. Turtles have long, paddle-like flippers, which help them to swim. Water snails feed on plants and crawl on the leaves of aquatic plants. Amphibians. Frogs, salamanders and toads are amphibians. The word amphibians means both kinds of life in Greek. It means they can live both on land and in water. They have webbed feet which help them to swim. They can breathe with gills when in water and with the skin when on land. उभयचर. मेंढक, सैलामैंडर और टोड उभयचर है. ग्रीक में उभयचर शब्द का अर्थ दोनों तरह के जीवन से है. इसका मतलब है कि वे जमीन और पानी दोनों पर रह सकते हैं. उनके पैर जालीदार होते हैं जो उन्हें तैरने में मदद करते हैं. वे पानी में गलफड़ों से और जमीन पर त्वचा से सांस ले सकते हैं. Insects in water. Insects like mosquitoes and dragonflies fly over water bodies. They lay eggs in water. Their young ones stay in water till they are capable enough to fly. The water flea is a tiny animal that floats in water. We need a magnifying glass to see them. Water fleas feed on tiny green plants called algal. On the other hand, many pond animals feed on water flea. Water stick insects are long and thin insects. They catch tadpoles, fishes, dragonflies, damselflies and water bugs with their two front legs. The water boatman is a small animal which swims very well. It uses its hind legs as oars. That is how it gets its name. A water boatman can fly too. A water spider's body is covered with air bubbles, because of which it can remain underwater for long time. It can eat fishes, tadpoles and tiny insects. पानी में कीड़े मच्छर और ड्रैगनफ्लाई जैसे कीड़े जल निकायों के ऊपर उड़ते हैं। वे पानी में अंडे देते हैं। उनके बच्चे तब तक पानी में रहते हैं जब तक वे उड़ने लायक नहीं हो जाते। पानी का पिस्सू एक छोटा जानवर है जो पानी में तैरता है। उन्हें देखने के लिए हमें आवर्धक कांच की जरूरत होती है। पानी के पिस्सू शैवाल नामक छोटे हरे पौधों को खाते हैं। दूसरी ओर कई तालाब के जानवर पानी के पिस्सू खाते हैं। पानी के स्टिक कीट लंबे और पतले कीड़े होते हैं। वे अपने दो अगले पैरों से टैडपोल, मछलियां, ड्रैगनफ्लाई, डैमसेल्फ्ली और पानी के कीड़े पकड़ते हैं। पानी का बोटमैन एक छोटा जानवर है जो बहुत अच्छी तरह से तैरता है। यह अपने पिछले पैरों को पतवार की तरह इस्तेमाल करता है। इसी से इसका नाम पड़ा है। पानी का बोटमैन भी उड़ सकता है। पानी की मकड़ी का शरीर हवा के बुलबुलों से ढका होता है, जिसकी वजह से यह लंबे समय तक पानी के नीचे रह सकती है। यह मछलियां, टैडपोल और छोटे कीड़े खा सकती है। Mosquitoes and malaria. Water is home not only to fish and other aquatic creatures but also to harmful insects like mosquitoes that carry disease-causing germs. Mosquito is a parasitic insect that feeds on blood. A mosquito cannot bite its victim as it has no jaw, but it can prick and pierce the skin with a long tube-like structure called a proboscis. Mosquitoes breed in places where there is stagnant water. Flowing water does not harbor mosquitoes, but standing water collected in potholes, water tanks, cooler tanks, etc. allows mosquitoes to breed and spread diseases. मच्छर और मलेरिया। पानी न केवल मछलियों और अन्य जलीय जीवों का घर है, बल्कि मच्छरों जैसे हानिकारक कीटों का भी घर है जो बीमारी फैलाने वाले कीटाणुओं को ले जाते हैं। मच्छर एक परजीवी कीट है जो खून पीता है। मच्छर अपने शिकार को काट नहीं सकता क्योंकि उसके पास जबड़ा नहीं होता है, लेकिन वह सूंड नामक एक लंबी नली जैसी संरचना से त्वचा को चुभ सकता है और छेद सकता है। मच्छर उन जगहों पर प्रजनन करते हैं जहां पानी रुका हुआ होता है। बहते पानी में मच्छर नहीं पनपते, लेकिन गड्ढों, पानी की टंकियों, कूलर की टंकियों आदि में जमा पानी मच्छरों को प्रजनन करने और बीमारियां फैलाने का मौका देता है। Life cycle of a mosquito. Mosquitoes lay their eggs in stagnant water. The eggs develop into larvae, which float in water. Within a few days, larvae change into pupae and finally they become adult mosquitoes. Diseases caused by mosquitoes. Mosquitoes carry germs of many dangerous diseases like malaria, dengue, chikungunya and yellow fever. Mosquitoes inhabit the regions having a warm climate, so these diseases are common in countries with a warm tropical climate. When Radha came back from her camping trip, she had a fever, body ache and headache. Sometimes she felt hot and sometimes she would shiver. She constantly vomited and refused to eat anything. After a blood test, she was diagnosed with malaria. Malaria is caused by the malaria parasite, which is transmitted by female Anopheles mosquitoes. These mosquitoes carry germs with them and pass on the germs of malaria into a person's blood by pricking the person's skin with their proboscis. The symptoms of malaria include chills, fever and sweating. Nausea, diarrhea and headaches also occur with the fever. If not treated in time, malaria can be fatal. On a warm summer afternoon, Harsh had high fever. He also had severe headache accompanied by vomiting and a body ache. The next day, he developed rashes on his legs. Blood tests showed that Harsh had dengue. Dengue is transmitted to humans by the Aedes mosquito, which feeds on human blood during the day. The disease manifests as a sudden onset of a severe headache, muscle and joint pains accompanied by a fever and rashes. The platelet count drops and continues to drop until the patient's temperature returns to normal. Normally, dengue lasts for about 6 to 7 days under treatment. During this period, the platelet count is monitored by the doctor till the fever subsides. Rakhi's grandmother developed a high fever and she had a severe joint pain too. The pain was so bad that she could not even walk or go to the toilet. A blood test confirmed that she had chikungunya. Chikungunya is another disease caused by Aedes mosquitoes. The fever lasts for only 2 to 5 days under treatment, followed by a prolonged joint pain that may persist for weeks or months, or in some cases even years. Neetu's uncle lives in South Africa. He was recently diagnosed with yellow fever when he developed a fever accompanied by headaches, back pain and nausea. He complained of a receding heartbeat and within a day, his eyes turned yellow. He had developed jaundice. He was immediately hospitalized and treated with the right medicines. He was lucky to have survived because he had yellow fever, which can be fatal.